Hi, Leo. Well, this is the reading that found you today. Welcome 2024. Woo! These are the cards that flipped out for you. Leo, what are you doing? Everything's perfect. You know, and I know realistically in life, not everything is perfect, but if this is any indication of what your year is going to be like, get excited. Just get excited. Wow. For those of you who, if you are looking for love, it's coming. And it's not just coming, it's the bee's knees, like the one. Okay. For those of you who are partnered in relationships, you're going to see it thrive and flourish. It's this is incredible because when I say these cards flip out for you, that's exactly how I shuffle. I just let them flip out. So we have the two main ones from our Uncommon Tarot, and then we have the two backing cards for each one from the Crow deck. And our main cards here, the Four of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Like, I'm blown away looking at this, Leah. So then we have our backing energy. Behind the Four of Wands, you have Temperance. Behind the Ace of Cups, oh, look, another Ace of Cups. And what this tells me is that I'm being drawn to this energy first because these are two completely different decks. And I'm getting that this is reciprocal. This is both of you. This is both of you offering up your cup of love. This is something new and refreshing. Like I said, if you're already partnered, something's going to spark something. You're going to find out something about your significant other, or there might be an event that shows you their true colors you hadn't even seen before. And you realize they are even more vibrant and beautiful than you could have ever imagined. This is really such a beautiful energy. I don't know if I've ever gotten two Ace of Cups backing each other like this. And when I say backing each other, I guess that matters, huh? You know, you guys are backing each other. You always have these little birds in the background, but this is some beautiful, beautiful energy. So let's backtrack here with the Four of Wands. Of course, this is the first one that flipped out. And when you see these two just dancing in what they built together, dancing in their foundation, but also it's this whimsical kind of that new love game. You know, when you first meet somebody and you're ridiculous, you're obnoxious for a while and you can't function almost. You're overwhelmed with the thought of them. They occupy every little space in your day, in your mind. It's really quite incredible. And who doesn't love that feeling? It's the kind of feeling you'll accidentally go on a diet because you're too, you're just too swoony to eat. And it's kind of hilarious. So I am going to relay that. I'm being asked, make sure you watch your nutrition in this moment here. But the Four of Wands is backed by Temperance. I really feel, Leo, at this point in your life, you are not settling for anything less than your high standards. It is okay to keep your high standards. And this is something that's coming through very strongly, Leo. I feel like in the past, you did kind of sway or even lower your standards because you didn't want to come off as conceited or superficial. You didn't want to come off as pretentious or rude. Even you wanted to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. And I also feel like in the past you wanted to explore and learn about people and learn about human behavior and understand it. And in that process, I feel like your intentions were very good. But in the past, I think you did attract some people that were, you were out of their league, Leo. And I don't really like to say that as far as people are inferior. No, of course not. What I'm seeing is that we're on these different points in our personal growth, in our journeys in life, all of us humans. And you have to, it's so important to find someone who's kind of in the same area as you. And I think you realize that with this Temperance, that's so important because I feel like that's what we're speaking about now. The learning, the understanding, the patience, and also knowing where to give and where to receive. I'm also getting too with the Temperance, there's a level of balance. You you pay attention to how you speak to your partner and how you like let's say there's a problem and you want to solve a problem. Okay, let's sit down, let's talk about this, and let's come to a good solution. You want someone who is going to be able to discuss this just like you did, who can sit down with a rational mind. There's no reason to get worried or concerned. Just like, hey, let's talk this out like adults. And you'll find that when you do raise your standards in that, and you keep your standards high when it comes to this emotional commitment and this emotional communication, I feel like you realize it will weed out the ones who just aren't ready for that or are not in that space in their journey yet. Okay. I do feel like you have done your self work. You've definitely done your self work. Because you've done your self work, you get rewarded with someone who has also done their self work. And the two of you flow through this, building a foundation together effortlessly. Effortlessly. All the little ins and outs of building a life together, getting to know one another, it can be very worrisome. When you start dating someone, you have to learn about them, and you have to learn sometimes uncomfortable truths and bad habits and, the good with the bad and all that. But because you have reached this level of maturity, Leo, and you're expecting that from your partner, you are at a point in your life, you're not settling for less. And because you raise that bar, someone is coming in who meets your standards. That's why it wasn't working out in the past. You had your bar too low. You were further on in your journey than you had left that bar for your significant other. You had all kinds of, well, let's just say chaotic energy coming through. There's I get that there was some chaotic energy in the past to get this Temperance card backing the Four of Wands, that you've reached this point now that is so peaceful. You're with someone who is reciprocating this. I know this isn't going to resonate for all of you, but this is the main message I'm getting. Leo, you got some majorly beautiful love coming. If it's not already here, it's coming, baby. All right, my loves, I hope this helped. Till next time, over and out.